The last new moon of 2022 happening on December 23rd, just before Christmas in the sign of Capricorn, the earth sign of Capricorn. In this video, guys, I'm going to break it down for you, the 5 things that you need to know about this last new moon. Oh my gosh, this last new moon of the year. And actually, this one has a lot of momentum to take you over to 2023. So if you guys are excited to see all of the ways that you can work with this new moon, make sure you keep on watching. Hello and welcome back, my love. This is Tina from Awaken with Tina. I'm so excited to be here with you on this channel. If you guys are new, we post about the energy forecast, readings, and also information on how you can tune into your highest level self to manifest it, make it happen. So if you guys are interested in any of things like that, like this video, let me know in the comments, and of course hit the subscribe button. Always love to have you here. So let's talk about this last new moon of the year. I feel like it's a bit of a tongue twister for me, but this new moon is in the sign of Capricorn, and as we know, before I get into the 5 things, but as we know, this new moon is in this earth sign of Capricorn, very grounded, a lot of energy to make stuff happen. And when we're talking about the earth sign, we're talking about, thinking about ground, right? Like earth, the earth. So very tangible, something that you can really see, a lot of practicality happening. And because it is happening right before Christmas, this is also imply that this is the time for you to get the work done. Get the work done before the holiday hits. And with that, we're going to go right into the theme number 1. So the theme number 1 that you need to know about this new moon, the last new moon of the year, is that this Capricorn new moon is bringing a lot of the energies of hard work and diligence. What does that mean and how does that apply to you? Well, this is the time that, before the holiday hits, we need to see and know and feel and be honest with ourselves. What is it that we need to get our energy into from now until the holidays, or from now until the next year, or even beyond? New moon is about new beginning, new habits, new opportunity, just a new way of being, pretty much. So what does that mean for you? What kind of hard work are you willing to put in? What type of devotional work are you ready to put in? Now, we're not just talking about your work, like your career. We're talking about the way you show up, the way that you approach life, your family, right, your business. How do you want to show up for you? And what does it mean for you to show up fully you? This is really that energy of, are you willing to put your money where your mouth is? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you ready to commit? So because this happens literally the day after the winter solstice, and the winter solstice is about that energy of just relaxing into your nourishment and knowing what your soul needs right now and being honest with it. While you are honest with what your soul needs, and maybe it needs some rest, but that doesn't mean that it should stop you from setting the intention, right? Feeling into the energy of what is it that you want to accomplish. So even if you're not ready to physically do anything right now, at least writing it down, setting the intention is going to really help. And I talk more about what the energies are from now until the end of the year in my December energy reading. Oh my gosh, guys, if you haven't seen it, check it out. I also made one from now until the end. So there's 2. There's the December full month, and there's the mid until the end. So you can check both of them out. I'll put it in the description. So the theme number 2 is going to be quite exciting for some, but quite, oh my gosh, for some. But the overall energy is definitely moving where you need to go. And the theme number 2 here is all about setting up structures, systems, guidelines, habits, building some kind of foundations. Now, Why I said that some of you might be really excited, because you feel like maybe leading up to this point, there has been a lot of healing, there's a lot of releasing, there's a lot of these just things swirling, and you're just excited to like have some structure and foundations in your life, in your business, in the way that you show up. Let me know if you feel this way. You can comment me below, or you can just hit the thumbs up button so that I know that you resonate with this. But this is the energy of you claiming that there is some structure that could be really, really useful. You know, on one side, we are creative and we are like curious and we're here to like do all the things. I don't know if you're like that, but I'm definitely like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this idea. I want to do this. I want to launch this, you know. And if you've been working with me, you know that energy is like, yes, 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 popcorn, pop, pop, pop. But sometimes, you know, my team is, you know, saying, Tina, how am I going to put all of this together if you're just launching it today? So there has been a lot of, you know, back and forth with my team of really figuring out what is the structure, how can we, you know, support ourselves as a business, as an entity, and also being able to support our students and, you know, our courses and all things like that. If you guys are interested in knowing what I'm doing and how you can get connected with me and work with me, link's gonna be in the description, or you can connect with me on Instagram. I love to share more about how we can work together if that interests you. So when it comes to having all of these bursts of energy, it's important for you to be grounded. And what's more grounding than having freaking structures, okay? Having certain foundations. So maybe can you add some structure to your day? Can you have some structure to your work? And especially for those of you who are entrepreneurs, if you are, let me know down below. I love my entrepreneur. I love my small businesses or, you know, creators. Let me know. I would love to learn a little bit about you. What is it that you do and how I can support you? My gosh, maybe you can make more videos on my journey to support you. If you wish, just let me know in the comments. So there is this energy of really getting clear, knowing that you have the structure that can support you, but also how can the structure be there so that you can be the crazy, excited, curious person that you are. And sometimes it means that there are certain things that you're ready to launch. There are certain things that you're ready to birth in 2023, but having a plan, maybe an overall vision, goal, timeline, and that's not to say that we have to follow it 100%, but at least putting it down on pen and paper or on your Excel worksheet or whatever, it also gives that grounding structure. So if you feel called to it, definitely give it a shot. And I was having a conversation with some of my members in the Rise Mastermind, which is my 12-month mastermind that I run. We were talking about there's a lot of energy of restructuring and clearing out energy and actually throwing stuff out and giving stuff out. Not only that, there's also an energy of restructuring your home, your bedroom, your workspace, right? Clearing out your closet. So if you feel called to actually throw some stuff out and rearrange your room, definitely give that a shot. Definitely look into it, because if some of you guys are aware of this thing called feng shui, you know, there is an energy flow in your home, in the way how your bed is, you know, how you block abundance, how you block love, how you know, stop the flow of certain things just by rearranging your furniture, or, you know, having your furniture in a way that you're not even realizing is blocking the flow. So if you guys are interested in that, oh my gosh, look more into feng shui. If you are curious about how you can create better flow in your life without even looking all of this up, I'm inviting you to just tap into your intuition. Ask yourself, does my day flow the way that I desire to? Do I say that I want to do something, but I ended up not doing it? If so, there has to be some plan, there's some structure, there's some system. Maybe at 5, I'm going to do this. At this, I'm going to do this. Use your Google Calendar. I was going to say cuckoo calendar, but Google Calendar. And I swear by it. I use it. If it's in there, I'm doing it. So these are some things that you can implement. Number 3. The theme number 3 here, you know, we've been talking a lot about how to get things done, but this Capricorn new moon energy is not about getting the stuff done outside. It's also doing the inner work, okay? The inner work, people. This is the energy where we want to be clear of what is it that we are calling in 2023. What is it that we are ready to step away from? What is it that we are ready to release and come to terms with who we are? So this is when a lot of healing is taking place on the planet. This is the time where a lot of realization, aspiration, and also deep contemplation happens. So understanding one thing, when you are doing the inner work, you become a better you. You become a more aligned you. And from this place, you make better choices. You make better decisions. You become a more whole of a person. So don't skip out on the inner work. What do I mean by the inner work? Sometimes the inner work, the inner work looks different for everyone, but sometimes it means that you looking at your own BS. Maybe you've been procrastinating. Maybe you've been saying these storylines like,
oh my gosh, these people are being so mean to me. I am the victim.
Whatever it might be that that you can only be honest with yourself with. And this is require a lot of maturity, emotional maturity, and readiness to look at your own crap, okay? And every one of us, we go through this spiritual awakening. We can't just be bypassing all of these things. We can't just be like, oh yeah, love and light, great, we don't ever have to look at our shadows. We don't ever have to look at the things that actually makes us feel icky. Look at them. Okay, look at them, allow them to come to the surface, allow them to be in your awareness so that you can heal. And a lot of my teaching really focused on being that person who's a total badass, who's not afraid to look at things because it's difficult, because it's hard. Because guess what? The person that you're becoming is someone who is able to move through things with ease. You know it. The person that you are becoming and your highest version of you is not going to be like, I am operating from fear. No, your higher self is going to be operating from love. So tap into that. Look at the things that need to be looked at like a boss CEO that you are. Hashtag boss CEO in the comments, because this is the time where things just need to be dealt with. And if you would like to go on this journey with me, if you feel called to, I am hosting a 2-day soul healing retreat with me live, and you get the whole recording, all of that stuff. Link is going to be in the description, and it's going to be my lowest offer yet. So if you guys have always been wanting to work with me, this is going to be a beautiful way for us to get to know each other. It's going to be beautiful 2 days. So number 4, okay, before we get into number 5, which is really interesting, but number 4, I wanted to share something that is a bit mind-blowing, okay, a bit mind-blowing for me when I get the idea, when I get the concept, and when I work with this energy. And this comes to the word persistence, right? This is really that energy of how persistent can you be, how resilient, that's another word, how resilient can you be when it comes to things that is just inevitable, that you deem is, of course, it's going to happen. You're going to manifest that. Of course, it's going to happen in your life. So what this really means is that how strong do you hold your dreams? How strong do you hold your vision? How strong do you really believe in yourself? So this is the energy where the new moon in Capricorn is really putting it out in your face and asking you to be honest with yourself. Do you really believe that, of course, you're going to have a 6-figure business? Of course, you're going to make $1 million. Of course, you're going to find your soulmate. Of course, you're going to be happy. Of course, you're going to have your dream home. Do you believe in that, of course, energy? Do you believe that? Okay, because if you do, you're going to show up no matter what, because it's just inevitable. Right? But you have to show up as if you believe that, because of course you do. Because when your energy is shaky and wobbly, what is this sending to the universe? Is that I don't really believe in it. I mean, I kind of, but not really, right? And you are this magnet. And I talked about this in my previous videos of, how to really manifest things, is you are this magnet. And how strong your magnet is when how much BS do you dust off, how much layers that you take off. Because if you are strong in this magnetic energy, which is the attraction. That's why people talk about the law of attraction. You are attracting things into your energy field, but your energy has to be a grounded force, has to be an anchor force. So this is why this energy here of the new moon in Capricorn is really that anchor, that grounding, that foundation, right? Think about, the building that you are building. And if you know how buildings get built, you know that in this foundation, right? It goes below the ground, right? That comes to your emotional resilience, that comes to your mindset work, it comes to how strong you hold yourself. Because you see people, doing workouts and hitting the gym, you need to hit those muscles in your spiritual self, in your personal development, in your mental, in your emotional intelligence and resilience. So if you hit on all of these areas, and this is something that I continuously teach over and over again, and this is the work that I really believe in, because a lot of people, they talk about spirituality like this fluffy woo-woo, like sage, Palo Santo stuff, but above all of that, it takes you being a strong person, a strong energy, a grounded energy. The more you lead yourself, the more things are going to be leading towards you. So this is the time to ask yourself, am I persistent? No matter what, towards my dreams, my goals, my desires, because I know, of course, they're going to happen. Do I have this, of course, is energy towards my goals, my dreams, my visions, my manifestations? So of course, I go after them. Of course, I'm not going to blink an eye, and I'm going to do what it takes. So really tap into your of courseness, and really tap into how are you showing up? How are you resilient? Because the truth is, it's not how many times that life knocks you down. It's about how many times that you choose to get up and walk to the finish line. And number 5. Number 5 is all about the energy of practicality when we are talking about this new moon in Capricorn, because this is an earth sign. You see, this is a sign where we are doing the things, we are getting practical with the things. So if you say, hey, I want to show up as a more confident person, hey, I want to write my book, or hey, I want to become, whatever, a YouTuber, right? What does that mean? What does it look like? What is one action that you can take? So really get down to what it is that you say you want. Maybe I want to be someone who's happier. I want to be someone who is wiser, whatever it is. In this moment, what is that one thing that you can take right now? And there's always one thing that you can do. And that's what I believe in. There's always one thing that you can do. What is that one thing? If you say you want to become an author, can you start writing? Maybe not a chapter. Can you get the headline? Can you get a name of your book maybe? In your brainstorm at least, right? If you say I'm going to be more confident, I want to be more confident, what does that mean? Maybe working on your posture. In this moment right now, can you sit up a little bit taller? Can you, stand a little bit taller, right? Can you roll your shoulders back? What are some things that you can do right here, right now? Guys, this is the energy of the new moon to not miss out on, because we are moments away from the new year, and this new moon happens right here, right now, for you to tap into your truest, highest potential. If you guys like this video, like this. If you guys feel called to come do some healing work, releasing, letting go, reclaiming, work with me, join our 2-day soul healing virtual retreat, link in the description. I'd be so happy to have you guys there. And of course, if you haven't seen the energy reading, watch this. It has so much more information for you. I love you so much, and I will talk to you soon.